This week, Parashat Lecha. Last week, we learned Parashat Novach, and this week, Parashat Lecha. Last week, we learned about Novach, and this week, we're going to learn about Avraham. It's interesting. When you compare the notes between Novach and Avraham, there are a lot of lessons to be learned. Obviously, to compare them, they are very fundamental in the root of Judaism, and to say something about them, you need a very high caliber person to talk about. But to take our lessons of life, we could take lessons of life to compare the notes. It's interesting that Noah had such a big push to push people. Mabul, destruction is coming up. Let's move. Let's do something about it. And Abraham didn't have anything. And when you look at it, you see Noah didn't have any Haslacha, any success in whatever that he did, tried to talk to the people, to promote people, only his family, nobody else. His family also, Hashem says that he made it be less than 100 years old, that, the servant of the father would help them to survive. But Abraham didn't have the push of Mabul, didn't have the threatening them that you're going to be destroyed and everything like that. And he made so many people to come to Hakadosh Baruch Hu. So interesting. What's happening here? What's Torah telling us? Now, on Roshi, Parashat Novach, when Torah says, when Torah says that you should make a teva for yourself, Rashi asked a good question. Rashi says, Hakadosh Baruch Hu has many ways to save the person. No, why does it tell him to make an ark, to make a teva? Because teva took him 120 years. Why does it trouble him with binyan? Because people should see that he is involved with that. 120 years. What is it? Listen to him. Noah, his introduction to people for outreach, what does he tell them? Hashem would bring Mabul, would destroy you. That was his approach. And you see, that doesn't work. If you are Mechalel Shabbat, you're going to die. If it happens, Mabul comes. It's very powerful. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because people, the psychology of people is, they don't have patience to hear about those things. They don't have patience to hear negativity. They don't have patience to hear about punishment. But what did Abraham do? Chazal tell us, Abraham made the oil of Esher, Achila, Shidiyalina. Made the motel and hotel for people. He brought them in and gave them food to eat. Enjoyment, Abraham has said. This world is not for you to be destroyed. This world is for you to have pleasure. Have pleasure, eat. And once they eat, naturally a person wants to say thank you, to be grateful. Then he told them, listen, I didn't make these things. You have to be grateful, to be thankful to one who created them, made them. And then they asked, who made them? Hakadosh Baruch Hu. And then they asked, is it possible to talk to this Hashem? He says, yes, it's possible. Don't forget, the power of Abraham was not ideology of believing in Hashem. The power of Abraham, what Abraham revived for humanity was to realize your own power. That's like Rashi says that when the three malachim came, Abraham told them, wash your food and come in. Now Rashi asked, why did he tell them, wash your food and come in? Because the dust on the food they worship. And they didn't want Avodah Zarah to come to the house. It's very, very funny. Dust. Why should they believe in dust? We understand to believe in sun is a great, sun is so great that could be an idol. Al-Ayin is so powerful, could be an idol. Could be idol. But, dust would be an idol. What's dust? Dust doesn't function. Even offer there has a function. You could grow something there. Dust, nothing. Don't function. In other words, the Avodah Zarah of that time was not having function. Means the way that you relate to Avodah Zarah, you make that thing symbolic of Avodah Zarah. That's the way that you represent yourself. Like Torah says, Sota, you have to eat barley because the act that he did was animalistic. She represents herself like a barley, which is animal food. Here also, they have to introduce themselves. What's the best Avodah Zarah? The best Avodah Zarah is that you introduce yourself that you have a function. Don't expect anything from me. I don't want. I can't do anything. I'm not capable of doing anything. The fact that I'm hefker, the fact that I do whatever that I want, the fact that you are not responsible, that is the Avodah Zarah of that time. Avraham Avinu told them, wash this philosophy from yourself. Wash it away. Wash it away. And come. What could we do? We could talk to Avodah. Yes, we could say, Baruch Atah Hashem. We could praise HaKadosh Baruch Atah you. I could talk to Hashem directly. Yes, we could tell him you. Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam. Borei P'yaz Borei Adam. Through pleasure, through being thankful for Aramazeh, Avraham was successful to lead them to come to Torah Mitzvah. So you see from this that the main point in outreach is to invite them. What Trillant on Shabbat does, singing on Shabbat does, and getting the pleasure of Olam and to be grateful to HaKadosh Baruch. Like what the Bible says, the foundation of our Avodah is gratitude, to be thankful. You have to use the Olam and to be thankful. That's the way. But Noah was a negative outreach. Mabul, punishment. Punishment doesn't work. You have to tell people that Hashem loves you, Hashem likes you, Hashem wants you to have pleasure in this world, right pleasure. It is the way that the pleasure ought to be moderated, to be right and the right measurement. Then through that you could be successful and you could get close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and